자, 여러분 안녕하세요. 엄군입니다. 자, 오늘 NBA 2K20 골든스테이트 워리어스 대 포틀랜드 트레일 블레이저스 경기 11월 5일 경기 플레이 한번 해보도록 하겠습니다. 골든스테이트 워리어스 홈 경기고요. 뭐 다들 아시겠지만 요새 골든 스테이트 워리어스는 뭐 스타팅 멤버 자체가 그 NBA 2부 리그 정도, 그 흔히 말하는 G 리그 정도 수준이다라고 얘기를 할 정도로 굉장히 밑바닥으로 저기 추락하고 있는 팀이긴 한데, 진짜 작년 대비해서 너무 달라진 것 같아요. 근데 포틀랜드 같은 경우에도 포틀랜드는 그냥 지금 현재로서는 승률 50% 정도 되죠. 자, 그러면 경기 바로 들어가 보겠습니다.
Welcome to a brand new episode of 2K TV. Let's jump right in. Jason Tatum has been a part of the 2K family since his rookie year.
Absolutely, and he's proven to be one of the best young players in the NBA.
And I sat down with him behind the scenes at the commercial shoot for 2K20. Let's take a look.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, NBA fans. Our game tonight featuring the Golden State Warriors going up against the Portland Trail Blazers.
For Portland, now this is a grudge match. They lost in the conference finals against this squad last season. It could get chippy.
And the trend continues, Shaq. Some first-round rookies being asked to play big roles early on.
You know, player development has changed quite a bit.
And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived at the arena. A lot of thought put into those outfits. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The commute in full swing as we get set for basketball here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony. Chris Webber is here, our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And with us tonight, basketball expert Bill Simmons. Bill, you look great. Thank you for being here.
I'd like to say hi to all the people who traded for Anthony Davis in the GM mode of this game to get him on their team
Right.
when their real team couldn't pull it off. Congratulations. I can't believe you pulled the trigger.
Hey, Dave.
Blazers coach Terry Stotts had previous head coaching stints in Atlanta and Milwaukee.
The players love him. Thank you, David. Bill, in 2012, you wrote an article about the Warriors franchise, How to Annoy a Fan Base in 60 Steps.
Yeah.
A terrific piece. How fortunes have changed for this organization in every way.
Yeah, team of the decade. You could say probably one of the 5 or 6 best teams ever. 5 straight finals runs hadn't happened since Bill Russell and the Celtics, you know, a million years ago. Yeah. And one of the iconic backcourts ever. One of the best playoff players ever in Curry. And then, you know, I just think we'll look back at them a little more fondly than maybe they were remembered in the moment. People were so mad when Durant went there. It's a really fun team. My life was more fun with it in it.
5 in a row. I mean, think 5 finals appearances in a row.
If you're complaining about the Warriors, you need to look in the mirror.
I agree. The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Hood and Tolliver at the forwards. And it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Golden State, we've got Russell. Draymond Green is out there with Robinson. And it's Poole in at the 2 guard. Lillard up top.
러셀을 의지할 수밖에 없단 말인가.
And here's Whiteside. To the wing right side. 5 on the clock. McCollum against Green. McCollum no good. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
A bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
사실 뭐 포틀랜드도 뛰어난 애가 없으니까 오늘은 좀 경기 비벼볼 만하지 않을까 싶습니다.
Last year, Draymond Green said he feels he's the greatest defender of all time. I'm assuming you've got something to say about it.
Well, he also defended it correctly. He was like, I say stuff to fire myself up, and I need to play at a certain level of confidence. And if I don't feel like there's a possibility I can be the greatest defender of all time, then I'm hurting myself. But I like the confidence.
With a gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from
attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
초반에 많이 걸려요.
Tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Lillard from outside, the offensive rebound. Whiteside, good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
And that one, good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
For Portland, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Lillard outside. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
Russell inside, covered by Lillard. Pascal, the pass to Robinson. Out to Russell. Shot clock at 5. Off target from three-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You've been producing documentaries, going deeper into athlete stories, which I know you love, because I think you're curious more than anything else.
Yeah.
So what drew you to that process?
Initially, it was we dove into these stories. We thought that was the inefficiency of, instead of these big, broad type of documentaries, concentrate on events and players and moments and things like that. And I think as you get into that and you start doing it, it just becomes intoxicating. And the cool thing about it is no story should be told the same way you would tell somebody else's story. You just don't know. You got to figure it out. Like we had Steve Nash his last Lakers season. He wanted to do a documentary about it. And then we spitballed it, and we decided it was actually a better idea to do an in-the-moment digital series about it that you could experience in real time with the thing. And it was the right idea, and that was really good. I think trying to figure out what story clicks the best with an athlete, how to tell whatever story they have correctly is the coolest part of it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Lillard with the bucket.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket with his speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
Russell inside, working on Tolliver. That one drops for him.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Scal Labissiere checked in for Whiteside. Azania comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Rodney Hood. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Bill, you study pop culture. The 2K esports league is a phenomenon right now, which is sweeping the country. Do you think that's going to alter the perception of gaming in any way?
Yeah, I would say it has one of the best chances of any esports league to succeed because people just love basketball. And you can feel it there in the off season. the shift in basketball content and the fact that it's now a 12-month-a-year sport for us. And now it goes from the playoffs to the draft to where people going in free agency. And then that plays out for a month, and then something else will happen. All of a sudden it's August.
Summer leagues are
summer
coming
leagues
up.
happening, and then all of a sudden the season's close, and then you just kind of recycle, and it's a 12-month-a-year sport.
Right. It's Russell with the drive. Cauley Stein kicks to Chris. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Russell. The pass to Cauley Stein. Back to Russell. Golden State needs to get off a shot. 14 feet away, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And so Bazemore will bring it up for Portland. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Bill, I wanted to go back to what you were talking about with the 2K League, and you mentioned how basketball has grown into essentially a 12-month-a-year sport.
For me, a 2K esports league just makes sense. It fits into that. I think people love the players. I think they care about these athletes, just in basketball, so much more than the other sports. And for me, it's really gratifying because I've loved basketball my whole life. And for a while there, when I grew up as a kid, they would tape delay in the finals, and you know, it was like the second-tier league. And now to see how popular it is and how much people love it, it's just, I feel like I was in early. I'm sure you do too.
Absolutely. I mean, when Magic Johnson is a rookie and starting at center in Game 6 in Philadelphia, yes.
And it was tape delayed.
And it was tape delayed.
My beloved Boston Celtics won the 1981 title, and it was on tape delay in Boston. And I went to bed, and my dad woke me up to watch the game for me. And it's not even 40 years ago. So I think the other thing that really helps with the 2K Esports League is that these guys play 2K, the actual players.
Right.
They
care about it.
They care about it. They have an incredible amount of time on their hands because they're too famous and they can't go anywhere. So they're in hotel suites. They're bringing with the PlayStation or Xbox with them. They're playing their friends. They're playing each other online. And this is what they're doing all day.
Warriors leading by 4. Here's Burks. Count the bucket.
Nice.
And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spellman's checked in. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Portland's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. McCollum against Lee.
시간 다 채우려면.
Now here's McCollum. Not a lot of room. Here's Simons. And nothing is falling for him right now. And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Warriors on top. They lead by 7. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes. He talked about what that means.
A lot of responsibility when things go bad.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
At the line for 2. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
On the floor for Portland, Hezonja's out there with Kent Bazemore. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Labissiere. And it's Simons in at the point. It doesn't go for him.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Russell kicks to Burks. A 3-ball. A shot that time, not on target. Now Portland takes it the other way. And with the 2K Esports League, Bill, players not only get a salary, they can also sign endorsement deals. They're celebrities now unto themselves.
So what are the endorsement deals that the 2K players sign? Is it like hat? Because you're not really moving. Nobody can people see your clothes? They can, right?
They can
So you
see
need
your
sneakers,
clothes.
hats,
Maybe it's a hat. Maybe it's
drinks.
a shirt. All of it.
Do the announcers get endorsement
Gloves.
deals? Where's our
Well, if
endorsement
they
deal?
don't, we could probably make the stab for it right here.
I'm ready.
This is the venue to do it right
I'm
here.
ready to do whatever.
Let's change the culture.
CTC.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
Yeah, but this is a team they faced and beat in the postseason a year ago.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Whiteside's checked in for Scal Labissiere. Tolliver comes in for Mario Hezonja. Hood's checked in for McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simmons.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Robinson against Bazemore. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Robinson. And stolen by Hood.
뭐야.
Lillard with it. And Burks picks him up defensively. And Lillard kicks it to Bazemore. For the three. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. 6-point lead. Lillard against Burks. Pass to Spellman. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. The Warriors have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. Bill, you wear so many hats, writing, producing, performing. You're running the ringer, which is highly successful. What role satisfies you the most?
I would say working with young people and trying to help them get better. I think that's the coolest thing you can do, especially if you feel like you've done some good stuff and accomplished some things and realized some dreams. Like the next thing to do is just to, can you help other people get to where they should be?
Well, a lot of this wasn't around when you and I were growing up. So what were your dreams?
My dream initially was just to write a sports column that people read. That's what I wanted forever, yeah. And then the most satisfying thing is just not knowing what's next, but taking chances and hoping things are going to be fun and work out. You have to have a good team around you, and you have to have like 6 or 7 awesome people that you completely trust who can help you do stuff, because it's impossible to do everything yourself, especially if you're trying to increase the scale of what you're doing. And I think that even works for an NBA organization. You know, it's not like one person running everything. I would say putting a good team around you is the most important thing.
Burks can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 5. Left side, Hood passes it to Whiteside. Over Robinson. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
거리가 그립다.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, we'll name a couple past superstars that didn't always get enough credit for being as dominant as they were.
Moses Malone would be my #1 player. Probably the best player in the league for 5 years. Dominant in '83, they won the title in Philly. Really gave Kareem a lot of problems and was just awesome, and has now just been swept under the rug. Nobody even really remembers. So I would go with him first.
Ever?
Never. Well, it was part of the problem. They were tape delaying games back then, and there wasn't, we didn't have league pass. We didn't have a lot of that stuff. I think he was really underrated, and you kind of never know who's going to endure and who's not going to endure. You want to use that one more bill.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Lillard scanning the floor. Bazemore against Robinson, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Pass to Pascal. Takes the 3. Robinson up top. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Chris. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Kicks it out to Lillard. 3-pointer. Robinson pulls it in.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Haskell's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Hood. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
One of Hood's go-to shots. I mean, so smooth and comfortable firing from these in-between spots.
Well, Bill, I know you've got to run. Marvelous to have you on the program. Wish we could do it more often.
Let's do it right now. I don't have to run. Can I stay?
Yes, you can
All
always
right.
stay.
I don't want to leave.
You have a free ticket here anytime you
want. I
want.
to stay, please.
The microphone's always open.
Thank you.
And GA, what a pleasure to talk with Bill about this game. He brings that super fan perspective.
From a young child watching games at the Garden, and you sense he's never lost that wonder and enthusiasm.
And the pass to Whiteside. Now here's Hood. He had 25 points last game. And it's McCollum in the corner. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They got to communicate much better out there.
So for the Trailblazers, Labissiere is checked in for Tolliver. Mario Hezonja comes in for Hood. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's foul number 2 for him. Russell inside.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Good. McCollum's got 6 in the quarter.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
Russell inside. Here's Chris. And he gets it to go from the corner.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Up in time, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you back here on our... Golden State did not hesitate to set the pace. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead as they strung together some excellent possessions early. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. Going through the second quarter, they started to look a bit fatigued, but played well enough to enjoy a 5-point cushion here at the half. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Really great rebounding effort, Ernie, so far. They're putting up some nice numbers in that category. That's the big difference in the...
And it's just about time now for the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
They've got Robinson. D'Angelo Russell out there with Green. And it's Pascal in at the 4. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Over in the corner, Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
Yeah, Kevin, second chance opportunity so big in this instance. Yeah, they have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
Poole, the pass to Russell. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Most teams now look to run early and often, Chris. And there are some keys to finding success, aren't there, in the transition game?
Yeah, and the first key is you run fast and you speed up the pace, but that doesn't mean you hurry and take a hurried shot. Pacing and speed is all about getting it past half court to see if the defense is set, and if they're not, to take advantage. But it's a two-step process. And for teams to just run all crazy or willy-nilly like my grandfather used to say, well, you're not going to do anything but play fast and bad.
pass to Pascal. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And the Warriors lead by 4.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Here's Lillard. Whiteside trying to break free, and Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 14 points.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Kevin, with the Warriors last season, again, with the top-rated offense, they make everything look so easy. I mean, great movement, great players.
It's a neck-and-neck game in San Francisco. Lillard against Russell. Pass to Pascal. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And with that Golden State offense, Chris, much of it starts with the passing.
Yeah, during this dynasty, Kevin, I mean, Warriors passing hasn't gotten enough credit. Perhaps one of the best passing teams ever. To average right around 30 assists per game a year is crazy.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Bazemore is checked in. Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Golden State. Pascal's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Green slams it in.
He doesn't know the meaning of a soft finish. Draymond's always going to throw it down hard.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Pass to Whiteside. Lillard against Russell for 3. Tips it up, and Whiteside stays right with it. Whiteside's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Here's Lillard. Count it.
Wow. Lillard's used to getting pushed around. Got to admire how he muscles it in regardless.
Warriors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the 3rd quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Outside for Robinson. Now the feed to Green. Got a piece of it.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Oh, great instincts, relentless. Seems like he's getting to every miss.
Bazemore against Robinson. He feeds it to Green. And it's blocked by Whiteside. They recover it.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for C.J. McCollum. Last year, getting it done. He's around 21 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%. Yeah, the Blazers boasting one of the game's elite backcourts in Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. I mean, other than the Splash Brothers, these two have the most points and 3-pointers of any duo over the last handful of seasons.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Skal Labissière's checked in for Whiteside. Hezonja comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Nice. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Burks. Bazemore grabs the miss. And the Blazers used to stagger Lillard and McCollum's minutes. Chris, now they've embraced these two playing together more often.
Yeah, and they should, Kevin. I mean, they're both standing about 6'3", so defensively they give up a little height. But on their offensive end, the firepower that they bring to bear is something to watch.
And Labissière sends it back.
Just phenomenal timing on the block. Labissière leaping up for the forceful rejection.
Marquise Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. Cauley-Stein dishes to Burks. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? the Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. This is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. Cauley Stein finds Russell. And now here's Chris. Hazonia defending. Got a piece of it. Bazemore passes to Hazonia. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Here's Russell. 7 points in the game. 1:58 left to play in the third. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to go on Scalabicier.
And another thing you like about Russell, just good size at that lead guard position and makes him a handful to defend inside. And when you think of shot-blocking teams, the Warriors don't come to mind, and they really should.
Well, they led the league in blocks the last 3 seasons, Greg. You're exactly right. They don't have not one single dominant force, but every position can get a block. This team funnels you into challenge shots at the rim.
Bazemore gets the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. It's a 1-point game. And Labissiere sends it back. Hazonia with the ball. Out defended by Cauley Stein. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And here's a look at some stats for Damian Lillard. Last season, he played outstanding. 3rd in free throw percentage, 9th in scoring, and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And just going back to his free throw efficiency, it's about confidence when you're at the line. You've always said it. He had it. That's how he ended up with the top 3 ranking. Rodney Hood's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Lillard throws it down.
Oh, it's great watching Lillard go after steals, showing he can take over possessions all by himself there.
There's the pass to Cauley Stein.
No
good off the front iron. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And finished off by Hazonia.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the Blazers, one of the best offenses in the league. I mean, their guards can make most any shot. And they've got some glass eaters to chase down any misses.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Tolliver's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Portland leading by 4. Simons, the pass to Hood. Here's Simons. Back to Hood. There's the triple. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Spellman. He's got 7. Pass to Chris. Now here's Cauley Stein. That one, no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 4. Live from Chase Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And let's listen.
Hey, good job defensively.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Portland, McCollum the 2 and Hood the 3. Hazonia is out there with Anthony Tolliver, and it's Simons in at the point guard position.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Passes it to Tolliver. Here's Simons. He's guarded by Russell. Here's Hazonia. Good on the 3-point shot. Hazonia's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
Well, he's not focused on the D on most possessions, but you can forget about him altogether.
Back to Hood. There's the 3. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the paint and stolen by Hood. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. And that one drops. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Russell looking around to the right side. Ball stolen. Pass to McCollum from the arc. Good on the triple. And now a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Whiteside's checked in for Mario Hezonja. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. And he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive. And you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Start at a mid-major. Shout out to all the mid-major colleges. Lehigh University, C.J. McCollum wasn't that blue-chip prospect, but he sure worked his way to the top.
4-year player at Lehigh, McCollum earned his degree in journalism.
Yeah, he had to beg his parents to switch from a business major, but now he's putting his degree to use. He already interviewed the commissioner. Man, keep playing. He's trying to come for my job, Kevin. When his playing days are done, though, I'm sure he'll be looking to try to take my job and yours and continue on that path.
The Trailblazers on offense. Big stretch here, going 10-2. Wood on the wing, guarded by Green. Hood, the pass to Tolliver. Portland again missing. Warriors trail by 10. Down low, Pascal. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And Pascal pulls it down.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Robinson. Here's Poole.
야,
Off target from outside. Portland leading
저건
by 8.
넣어줬어야지.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Oh, right side in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And he's just always an easy target on the alley-oop. With Whiteside's size and wingspan, it's just a matter of putting the ball up there where only he can go get it.
Green left side. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way and got burned for it.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Hassan Whiteside.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And the basket by McCollum.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Here's Russell. The pass to Pascal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both. Trailblazers leading by 6. And Lillard kicks to Tolliver. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Baseline try. Green with the rebound.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
McCollum outside. Lillard from outside. They get it back. Here's Whiteside. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Warriors trail by 4. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
1:46 left to play here in the fourth. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. The shot will not fall.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end. You want your team leaders to step up big for you in these type of situations. Draymond obliges.
Lillard outside. Over Russell, and that one's good. Lillard's got 21.
And clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
Here's Russell. Pass the basket. Back to Russell. Golden State moving the ball around. Passes to Poole. Lock at 6. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They've led by as much as 10. McCollum dishes to Whiteside. Lillard, the pass to Whiteside. Fades back. Good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Portland the foul. He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, still a one-possession game.
And it's Lillard missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to...
그렇지! 오.
Trifecta.
And there's the punchline. Russell delivers it on point in style.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lillard outside. Good for 3. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And it's the Warriors to start out. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Green. Russell is out there with Robinson. And it's Pascal in at the power forward position. Russell finds Robinson. Russell against Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Green missing.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
McCollum outside. And that one is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
Gotta like how calm McCollum is. Even in big parts of the game, you can depend on him to step his game up.
Right side Hood. Here's Whiteside. No love that time with that miss. He is now 6 for 9. Here's Pascal. No good. Good D by McCollum. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. And the foul on Glenn Robinson. That is his first foul of the game. Billy Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Green. And here are the Trailblazers now, leading by 5. Right side, Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got 8 rebounds in this game. Russell, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
What you love about Lillard is his drive. He wants to keep improving. He's a super competitive player. Okay, those free throws helping them to make the lead even safer.
Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 7. 1:35 left in the first overtime. Well, overtime basketball, 1.5 minutes played so far. Will it go? Basket pool. Now, Cauley-Stein. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Russell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The second overall pick back in the 2015 NBA draft. Russell having earned his first All-Star game appearance in 2019. Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
And it's McCollum in the corner. The baseline J. And he hits the jumper for 2. McCollum's got 19 points.
Oh, and McCollum, he's an exceptional shooter. He loves sticking it to the D when they're right in his face.
Deep 2 from Russell. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Yeah, you want the momentum on your side, and Russell showing you how it's done.
And stolen by Russell. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Damian Lillard. Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Both shots good from the stripe.
네, 유형님 안녕하세요. 어서
Trying
오세요.
to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And what a selfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Here's Pascal. The pass to Cauley-Stein. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks, and he commits the intentional foul. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
골든스테이트 워리어즈 너무 구려. 공격 포인트가 너무 없어가지고.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Out to the right wing. Back to Russell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And that's pro. Russell gets his man a little out of position and draws the foul.
And so Russell hits them both. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting the corner.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. The second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Timeout called the Warriors. They're behind by 7. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, it's so important at this stage in the game for everyone to be on the same page and working together.
But they recover it. It's good.
You see the length helping Cauley-Stein right there? I mean, that's what allows him to be a factor on the board.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
이거 어떻게 뒤집을 수가 없네.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
That's just a needless giveaway. You gotta make the defense work for their turnovers.
아, 연장까지 따라가는 파울을
Pass to
보여보였지만
Simons.
한계가 너무 여실했네요.
That's tipped. So the Trailblazers win it. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate.
All right, David, thank you. And
저,
that about wraps it up.
아,
For
연장까지
Greg
한번
Anthony,
끌고
Chris Webber,
가봤는데,
and David Aldridge.
아,
This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for
결국은
watching
안
the
되네요.
NBA. Presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
자, NBA 2K20 골든스테이트 워리어즈 대 포틀랜드 트레일 블레이저스 경기 11월 5일 경기 플레이 해봤고요. 방송 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.